I'm Dan, and this is Dan Explains. Yesterday was Halloween, the second most popular holiday in the United States after Christmas. You may be aware that Halloween is short for All Hallows Eve, so it's just the evening before another holiday that most people don't give much thought to these days. And that holiday is known as All Saints' Day. Well, what is All Saints' Day? Let me explain. For most people in the United States, November 1st is the day you spend recovering from last night's Halloween party, or from partaking in too much of your kids' trick-or-treating candy. It used to be a big feast day, while Halloween was the lead-up to it. It still is a bigger feast day in many Catholic countries for a reason I'll go into in a minute. But it may be obvious from the name, All Saints' Day is the day that exists to celebrate saints. So, I think the first thing we need to understand is what a saint is. I think for most people, what comes to mind when they hear the word saint is really just a nice person. Like Mother Teresa of Calcutta, who, by the way, is considered a saint now, so she's Saint Teresa of Calcutta. In fact, that's how the word is used in the Bible, only referring to good people who are still alive. However, as time went on, its meaning evolved to mean good people who had died. Finally, settling on the definition we have today, which is specifically people who died and went to heaven. For context in the Bible, people who were in heaven were generally referred to as elders. All Saints' Day has been celebrated for a very long time, going all the way back to the Roman persecution of Christians in the 400s. I already did a video on that, so I won't be going into too much historical detail. You can watch that video after this one, but here's a quick overview. Many holidays today were created to celebrate the lives or accomplishments of specific saints. Think of holidays like St. Patrick's Day, or even Valentine's Day. In fact, every day of the year is a feast day of multiple different saints. During the Roman persecution, the number of people being martyred and becoming saints was so large, people lost track. There was no way each one could get their own day, even if you piled them up. Besides the fact that many of the people were martyred or died without any Christians finding out. So people started to celebrate a catch-all feast day for all the saints that didn't have their own specific day. In the early 600s, Pope Boniface IV made it an official feast day in Rome, occurring on May 13th. About 100 years later, Pope Gregory III moved the feast day to its current location on November 1st, although many Eastern churches still do celebrate it sometime in late spring. In many cultures, people visit cemeteries on All Saints' Day to remember their loved ones who have passed. This is depicted in the Disney movie Coco, for instance. Although they give the holiday the appearance of a pagan holiday rather than a Christian one. But the upshot is there. People do this because most of our loved ones who have gone to heaven don't have an official feast day. So for most people, All Saints' Day is a day to celebrate the saints who are close to us personally, like friends and relatives. There's actually another holiday to remember the souls who have passed but didn't go to heaven yet, and that's tomorrow, November 2nd. Although it's a lesser-known feast outside of the Catholic circles, because it's a day to remember and pray for the souls of people who have died and are currently in purgatory. So people who aren't in heaven yet, but will be, hopefully soon. It's not for people in hell. People who go to hell don't make any pit stops after their judgment. All Saints' Day also has more significance for Catholics than other Christian denominations, because we believe in the communion of saints. It allows saints to hear our prayers and pray for us on earth as well. And what better a saint to pray for us than the saint you knew in life? One way to look at it is like an athlete. We're still here playing the game, and the saints are those who've won, finished, and retired. They may not be on the field anymore, but they still can't help out with their prayers, which pull strings with certain people in the background. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, and other topics ranging from theology to science, please press the like button. Subscribe to my channel and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon to get extra content and special perks. Link in the description. The more people support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.